Hello there, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and nowadays today I want to share with you something very critical. As a business owner, the question is when should you actually scale your business? Or let me rephrase. No, I don't think I want to talk about when. I should actually be talking about how should you, what method should you use when it comes to scaling your business? Should you outsource? Should you hire? Or should you do everything by yourself? Stay tuned, do not go away. Okay, if you're a business owner, this will really benefit you. If you are a digital marketer or you are an online marketer, social media marketer, whatever it is, whoever you are, this is going to be a benefit to you.
All right, so some people would say, I want to do things. They want to do things themselves because they feel that if they do not do it themselves, nobody else can. And some people would want to hire, but they want to hire real quick. And we're going to find out which one is really the better way. Okay. Now, you see, every big organization today started small, right? And most small organizations today are also planning to grow, to scale. It's very important to know when to really scale. When is it the best time to grow? When is it time to go up there, right? Now, no matter how good you might seem, you cannot always do everything on your own. If you're running a business and you're a business owner, a small business owner, really the way most times we start is that we get to start to do things by ourselves, everything by ourselves. But the bad part is that you get used to doing almost everything by yourself, and then you fall into the trap of thinking that if you don't do it, nobody else can. Now that's a dangerous place to be. So you see, like I said, you really cannot always do everything on your own. And even if you have an agency or maybe you have a business with a few employees, there are still so many other things that you can actually outsource. Okay, there are so many things that you can actually outsource. Many digital marketers, they, like I said earlier, they fall into this trap and they languish in the dark room of the belief that they need to do and they need to handle everything that they think of it by themselves. And they feel that if they don't, they at least have to know a little about everything. And that if they don't, then their business is going to fail. And the question I want to ask you is that, are you sure that's not a lie? Are you sure it's not a lie? You see, you don't need to know everything, and you don't also need to do everything by yourself. There are amazing services, amazing companies, amazing organizations, amazing individuals, freelancers out there that you can actually outsource simple work to them so that you can focus on what really matters and what could actually make your business grow. All right. So okay, so let's talk about scaling your agency. Let's say you run a marketing agency. I'm really focused on those who are online marketers, digital marketers, social media marketers. There's some people never actually grow big enough to the point where they would have to scale. So I would say that if your business has grown to the point where you truly need to scale, then I recommend that you be grateful. It's an opportunity for you to serve more people. It's an opportunity. I wouldn't say it's an opportunity for you to make some more money, no, but I feel it's an opportunity for you to reach out to more people, serve more people, help more people. Okay. And I would say that you need to be humble and make the best use of it. Now it's a time for you to make that critical decision. How do I scale? How do I grow? Okay, how do I plan in a way that I would scale appropriately? I would not run into problems. Now, so the question that will probably be boiling in your mind now is that how do I manage quality if I would scale, and then I'll have to give some part of what I do to other people to do? How do I manage quality? How do I ensure that they actually deliver at a quality that is acceptable to me? Now, I understand that you are afraid that a freelancer that you hire will not hold the same standard as you, all right? And the truth is that you can't do everything. All right. You have to let go some things. You have to give these people that would work with you a chance. You'll never find the right person for the job if you feel that everybody cannot do the job as well as you can. And personally, I've fallen into that trap a number of times. There was a time when I had I had to hire some freelancers. I had to hire some virtual assistants to work with me, do some graphics, do some postings, typing. I mean, you know, framing of posts and content development and all of that. The truth is, I was struggling. Okay, I struggled because I always had a certain expectation of them. But the fact is that the truth is that even at that point, sometimes now, knowing what I know now, I feel that I didn't know what I really wanted. So could that also be your case? You want everything, but you really do not know what you really want. Or maybe you know what you want. In any case, I'm saying that beyond the, even with the example I just gave to you, there are other times in my life, in my professional life, in my business. I used to be an HR person. I was an HR person for 13 plus years, okay, worked in different companies. But there were times when I struggled to let other people do some work. I want to do everything. I want to vet everything. I want to go through everything. And guess what? I bogged everybody down. Okay. So it also happened when I worked with these virtual assistants. But be that as it may, we must all learn to let go. Okay? I know you desire to do it carefully, but you also need to give your assistants and those who work with you a chance. Must tell you the truth. Now, if you are really seriously concerned about the quality of work that outsourcing will yield, remember we're talking about, should you do all the work yourself? Should you outsource? Should you hire? When it's time to scale, how would you know if it's really time for you to scale? Okay. Now, you would consider outsourcing in areas of low performance. That's one thing you could do. If you're afraid, okay, start outsourcing all those jobs that, there are jobs that you can, just let go, let someone else do. And if you're the only person working in your agency, you could also send out work to someone who perhaps has some strong expertise in a particular area more than you do. For instance, you are a content developer, for instance, or maybe you are a core ad person, but you do not know how to do all the graphics and all of that. Why don't you outsource the graphics part of your campaign or your work to someone else whose specialty is graphics? Okay, if you are into graphics and then you have something that has to do with copywriting, why don't you find someone else whose core specialty is copywriting, and the person helps you to do that bit, so you work faster and you deliver to your client amazing work. Now, one thing you can consider is to also outsource more jobs when you are really bogged down. You have a couple of things to do, you have a number of things to do, your hands are full. That's one of the times, the best times you need to outsource. And then when you know that your hands are free, you can do the jobs yourself if you really are that person that feels you have to do things yourself. We must, you must understand as an entrepreneur that the key is that you have to give results. You have to get results. And the key is that you also need to be practical. If you know how to use the tool called outsourcing, it's a tool. People don't know it. If you know how to use that tool, you will come to realize how friendly it is and how much of an instrument it is to help you in your bid to grow your business, to scale your business. So, where are some areas that you could possibly find support if you really want to scale your business? Where are some areas that you could actually find support? You see, if you need help with content marketing and writing, there are quite a number of platforms out there online. You can go. I mean, this video is not to pinpoint some of these platforms, but hey, you're an entrepreneur, you may not have the answers to everything, but you should know where to find the answers. So go on Google, do your search, how where you can get freelancers, platforms. There are lots of platforms out there where you would have, and they have some custom volume plans that allow you to choose the amount of maybe SEO optimized writing that you want each month, graphics, whatever. Now, if you can outsource your writing, it's a strategy that can help you save quite some time. Alternatively, you could actually decide to hire people to work with you in-house. So if you have issues with outsourcing because you're not sure what the quality people are going to give, you could actually hire people in-house so you can monitor what they do, you can follow. But how fantastic is hiring? Like I told you, I worked as an HR person for 13 plus years. I headed three HR departments. I worked across West, East, and Central Africa. Okay, so one of the things that I do when I work with clients in the social media marketing field or digital marketing field, one edge that those who work with me have is that I know how employees behave. So beyond the digital marketing thing, the adverts, the copywriting, the campaign, I also offer advice on how to manage employees. Okay, I've managed employees, hundreds of employees. And I know, so I practically, I humbly would say I practically know what it is like to head an HR department. Okay, because I've done that in three different companies. So, but that's not the conversation for today. And well, that's a benefit that my clients get. But the main thing here is that when I tap into my experience and I think about hiring, I can tell you categorically that hiring and managing employees is not an easy job at all. It's not an easy job. Hiring is quite complicated. It's a complicated process. You hire people, you get through all the process of hiring them, you onboard them, you make sure that they understand your culture, your organizational culture. It can be scary, hiring people. And then more importantly, it can be more scary to begin to let go of parts of your business to people that you don't even know them. So it can be more scary. So you've worked so hard to get everything to its current point. You don't want to risk anything, right? And the fact is that if you really, really want to scale, that's a river, that's an ocean you have to swim in. If you say you have to hire, then you have to be prepared for all of that. I'm not saying hiring is terrible. I'm saying it's not very easy. It is beautiful, very beautiful. I have people that work with me, but hey, it comes with its own headache. So it will get you if you really want to scale. Okay, if you really want to scale, your life and your business will actually get you to a point where you will definitely need to work with people. So you'll have to choose. Do you want to outsource or do you want to hire? Or do you want to do everything yourself? So another question I perhaps would need to talk about or I'll consider talking about in this video is how do you know when to hire? Okay, so before you hire, you need to be clear what positions you need to fill. Do you want to maybe hire a creative manager? Do you want to hire a campaign manager? Do you want to hire, well, who do you want to hire? Why do you want to hire the person? Okay, why do you want these people to be at the background doing all the functional stuff while you do the marketing and the client facing thing? Because as a business owner, I must tell you, find a way to have to have contact, some form of contact, some kind of connection, some kind of connection with your clients. Otherwise, when the people that work with you decide to leave, that might affect your clientele base because they might leave with your client. So fine, don't be too heavy, too big. Say I'm the CEO, right? That's one thing small business owners do, and it really hurts them. You see, clarity is essential. You need to be clear. If you are not sure whether to hire or not, why don't you take a step back, right? And then kind of reevaluate your business to see if it appears that you are wasting a lot of time on tasks that are not essential to your growth. Are you also receiving many complaints left, right, and center from unsatisfied clients? Is your current staff, the staff that you have now, if you have any, all right, are they complaining about too much workload, and is it affecting your quality? Now, can you even afford to hire another person, another head? How would that impact your bottom line? Now, these are some of the many questions that you need to ask yourself and be sure of the answer before you proceed. Otherwise, you're going to make a very costly mistake. Now, you need to be careful when you hire. If you decide to hire, it should not be as a result of emotion. Hiring is not a short sprint thing. It is a business decision. It's an executive decision. Don't just hire because there's an influx of projects. So you can get ad hoc staff who work and then the project is over, boom, they go. You see, hiring is a business decision. It's an executive decision, like I said. Therefore, you must properly scale, you must properly measure, because scaling your marketing agency is a very heavy decision, and it's about finding the right people to accomplish the tasks, the relevant tasks that you need to grow your business. Another thing you could do to scale your business would be to expand your services. Okay, that's another way that, when you expand the list of services that you provide, you don't have to revamp everything entirely from start, but all you could just do is put some add-ons here and there, more services that go hand in hand with what you are currently doing. That's another way you can scale your business. All right, we're talking about scaling. Yes, even if my focus is actually on is on the human resource. Do you do it yourself? Do you outsource or do you hire? Okay, now that having been said, the big issue that owners have with scaling their marketing agency is sometimes it could be charging more money. Everyone gets to a point where they've maxed out the amount of money that they perhaps they will be able to charge on a particular service. So that's where getting more services, expanding, getting getting add-ons in funnel building. We would say to have your upsells, downsells, call them whatever, alternate whatever sells, okay, so that you could still bring in money into your business and you can scale. The fact is, adding new services and providing more value is a great way to increase your competitive edge in the marketplace. Now, if you are also looking to offer these new services yourself, you can do some self-development. Okay, go take some courses, learn some new things, learn some new skills at a low cost. You can do that online on places like Udemy and the rest of them. A lot of online platforms that can help you to grow yourself, to develop yourself. Okay, in all, at the end of the day, my friend, whether you decide to do the work yourself, whether you decide to outsource or you decide to hire, it all depends on the growth of your business. All right, it depends on the speed at which your business is growing, the need of your business. Now, any decision you make, any decision you take has its pros and has its cons, depending on the time and the circumstances. What are entrepreneurs for? They're there to take risks. They're there to try new things, learn from their mistakes, and then grow, become better. So think about these things that I've shared with you. If it made sense to you, that's fine. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you are so moved, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I put out contents like this. My desire is to see as many online entrepreneurs as possible to become better versions of themselves and also to go on succeeding. One more thing, if you think this video made sense to you and there's someone in your team, someone, your friend, brother, sister, that you think can also benefit from this, please, why don't you share the video? It will take nothing from you, all right? And then um, I want to put out more value like this. I never used to like bother about people signing me, liking or subscribing or whatever. But like I said, one of my videos, I attended a master class and I really had deep coaching. And I figured out that, look, we all have things to give out there, but keeping those things to yourself and not pushing it out, not making deliberate intention, because sometimes you're relaxed. I don't need that. You feel like I don't need to do that. I mean, coaching people, I'm doing my stuff offline, but hey, if going online would and being intentional about putting out videos there, teaching out there will reach more people, help more people, share your mistakes and your successes so that people are excited and encouraged by your successes, and they also learn from your mistakes so that they don't repeat those mistakes and they become better people. I mean, that's a better word. So I'm putting it out there. That's my focus, right? Thank you so much. Okay, it means a lot that you stayed till the end of this video, and
I'll see you on the next video. Once more, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and my sincere desire is that you go on succeed. Bye for now.